Hi guys, it's Alston. In this video, we are going to learn how to use ChatGPT for SEO keyword research. First, let me quickly introduce what I will be doing in this video. First, I will be showing you various techniques which you can use within ChatGPT to help you with your keyword research. And I am going to show you prompt, explanation and results for each of this technique, where I will be giving you an exact prompt which you can copy paste and use. I will leave the prompts in the description as well as in the linking blog post, and also I will be sharing a live URL for this presentation also, so you can get these prompts from any of this medium as you wish. I will be leaving a small explanation on what it does and showing a screenshot of the actual results when we run this prompt for an example. In this video, I will be using web hosting as a sample keywords. So I will be using that particular keyword to demonstrate various methods using ChatGPT for keyword research. If you wish to see more videos like this on SEO and AI and upcoming SaaS developments, feel free to subscribe to the channel, and also please do leave a like and comment if you wish to support the small channel for that. Okay, without any other ado, let me directly get into the first slide, which is prompt number 1. Generate keyword ideas based on your topic. This is the most common way of using ChatGPT. Simply go into ChatGPT and type this prompt and it will generate keywords idea based on your main topic. Here you can give the main topic as anything you want. Basically provide that and ask it to provide keyword idea based on it. And I have shown you a small screenshot on what the results will look like. The second one, the prompt 2, is generate a list of subtopics related to keyword. Here where we are giving asking ChatGPT to give subtopics for a keyword. Here we are not just asking keywords idea, but we are asking it to niche down on our main keyword, where we will be identifying many relevant or many target same industry, but it's on a sub level, not just on an overall. So this is really good to drill down on your keyword research process and identifying various subtopics within your main keyword. The prompt 3 is generate a list of technical terms related to keyword. This is another cool way of using ChatGPT, where you are not just required to generate keywords with the common terms or something like that, because each industry differs from each industry, where there will be specific set of complex or specialized keywords suited for that particular industry, and you can use ChatGPT to come up with those keyword ideas with technical terms on it. For example, I asked it for web hosting and you can see the results it's provide. These are technical terms which obviously you can use within your keyword research to find some hidden opportunities for this industries. The prompt 4 is generate a list of alternative terms for keywords. This is also a cool way where we are asking ChatGPT, okay, this is my keyword, but give me some alternative keywords, not just same keyword, or do not provide keywords which is related, but I want something alternate for my main keyword. If you want something like that, you can just ask for the alternative terms for this particular keyword, and based on it, it will provide all the alternate terms for you. The prompt 5 is generate a list of questions popular for this particular keyword. Now what we are doing is we are no longer asking keyword ideas from ChatGPT, but instead we are asking ChatGPT to provide various questions which are popular on this particular keyword. This will make a really good long tail keywords, and also we can use this to identify pain points of our user target audience on this particular keyword idea. Prompt 6 is guess various different target audience with their use case. This is an interesting and advanced keyword research method where we are no longer just considering search volume, keyword, all those stats, but we are going one step above and asking the users, this ChatGPT, to come up with target audience research with their use case, where for example I'm asking guess various and different target audience for web hosting topic with their use case, and you can see the results it can come up with, like who are my target audience and why might they need. So when I'm creating keyword research based on this particular data, then I can use this data to customize or make long tail variations for keyword depending on the target audience on each one of them. Prompt 7 is suggest related keywords to my main keyword. This is similar to the first one where the keyword ideas comes into play, but in this case I'm specifically asking for related, where if you compare this screen to that particular screen, ChatGPT does provide different results when I use different specific wording. So make sure to use related keywords also for that. Prompt 8. This is one of my personal favorite, where we can ask ChatGPT to generate LSI keywords related to my main keyword. I have created a separate guide on SEO tutorial covering all the important metrics or different keyword type. There I have explained the importance of LSI keyword and why you should focus on that keyword. I will leave the link in the description. These are very good for latent semantic indexing, where most of the search engines are nowadays using this a lot to identify entities, connect various articles to provide much more relevant content for users. And also you can rank not only for one keyword but a range of keywords by using these words within your article. This is one of the factor, not everything, one factor. And when I ask ChatGPT to generate LSI keywords for my main topic, it does bring and generate a lot of LSI related keywords for it. The prompt 9 is suggest main problems faced on the keyword topic. This is also one of advanced keyword research techniques I like to use, because these are not just data, but we are actually trying to understand our audience. So when we ask them on their main problems, we are able to identify the pain points faced by the target audience. So when I ask suggest main problem faced on web hosting topic, it does show me all the pain points of the customer, and we can craft or we can come up with keyword idea or even content generation ideas based on this problem for our need. The prompt 10 is convert the below listed problems into keyword idea under the topic. The cool thing is, what you notice if you are watching this throughout this video, I have used prompt 9 results in prompt 10, which means we can combine both this. And here what I have done is, I have specifically mentioned to ChatGPT, I have listed various problems faced by the users of my target industry. Based on it, generate me keyword ideas, and you can see how it is able to identify the problems, and based on the problem, here it generates keyword ideas for my keyword research process. The prompt 11 is suggest entities related to keyword. This is also very closely related to LSI keywords which I mentioned, but here what it is doing is, it is an advanced progress mechanism to optimize your content, where when you mention and link entities and cover entities within your content, you are increasing your chances of topical authority for your content. So when you include relevant entities such as context and relationship between words, different entities within your content, it increases the topical authority flow within your content. So when I ask ChatGPT to suggest me entities, it does suggest me entities with for my keyword main target keyword. Prompt 12. Convert below list of keywords from singular to plural keywords. We can use this prompt vice versa also. For example, if you have keywords which are all in plural form, you can use singular as well. Like some people prefer to type it in singular, some people might prefer to type in plural form. So whichever the one, you depending on your need, you can convert these as well. So you paste in this command and list out all the singular keywords. It will automatically translate, convert them into plural keywords for you. Prompt 13, generate a list of Spanish language keywords related to my keyword. Here you are not just limited to Spanish. Here you can insert any of your target language or language you prefer to generate keywords in, and ChatGPT will come up with keyword ideas related to that particular topic in your target language. So when I asked ChatGPT to generate a list of Spanish language keywords related to web hosting, you see it did a good job, and I can't read Spanish, but I hope it did a good job on generating a list of keywords related to your target language. Prompt 14, generate a list of, you can provide any type of keyword value like related or LSI or long tail or any other preferred creative way, and mention keywords with commercial or informational or navigational intent about this keyword. You can see the prompt are now getting bit complex, where we are able to get specifically required keyword gathering process. Like based on this, I typed this query in it. Generate a list of related keywords with informational intent about web hosting. So I have specifically mentioning to ChatGPT, I want related keywords and I want the keywords to be in informational intent, and based on it provide the keywords. I have also explained informational and all this different intent in my SEO tutorial video. I will leave the link in the description if you wish to watch it. And based on it, you can see it is able to bring me all the informational type of keywords which it's related to my main keyword from ChatGPT itself. Prompt 15 is generate a list of long tail keywords about my topic. So this is one of the most popular keywords within SEO industry, because these are usually the low hanging fruits, we call them in SEO space, where we are able to rank for these keywords much more easily compared to main 2 to 5 words or something like that, 1 to 5 words. So when we go after these long and very focused keywords, our conversation rate will be higher because we are crafting our content for a specific audience. But at the same time, the competition will also be very, very low compared to other main keywords in the industry space. So if you're obviously starting out a new website or a new project, I ideally will recommend to go from long tail keywords rather than just targeting main keywords. So prompt 16 is generate a related LSI long tail keyword for target city. Here also it is a bit complex query, similar to the last one, but here the special feature is we can target for a particular geographical area. So when we are generating keywords with ChatGPT, we can give them we can give it a city name or a geographical location or couple of city names or couple of location names, and what it will do is it will come up with keyword ideas for that particular location. For example, you can see the example result screen. So this will be really useful when you are trying to do keyword research for a local business or local services, where you are wanting to make sure that all the keyword which you are going to be targeting is focused on that particular geographical location. Prompt 17. Remove any keywords that are not related to keyword and provide, I made a spell mistake on that, provide list only valid keywords. This is also a good one where like we can have like 100 keywords. Let's say for example, in that 100 keywords, I don't want any keywords which are not related to web hosting or my particular niche. I can specifically ask ChatGPT, and with its AI capabilities, it is able to understand my topic and what are the likely keywords which can be relevant to my topic, and it can list out and remove any negative not valid keywords. For example, I pasted at that command and I provided all the keyword. You can see it only showed the valid keyword, and at the bottom it also mentioning what are the keywords it removed from my list. So it is able to remove any keywords which are not specific to my industry. Prompt 18 it's categorized the below keywords into 3 categories like commercial, informational, transactional and navigational, actually 4 categories. So basically we can give a list of keywords to ChatGPT and it will be organizing those keywords within various different search intent. As you can see, search intent link will be in the description to learn more, and I have just made it as a list, but you can ask ChatGPT to provide this in a table by just including like categorize below keywords into commercial, informational, transactional, navigational, and provide the results in table, and you will get a cool little table with all the different search intent for these keywords. The next one is prompt 19 where cluster the below provided list of keywords into the group. This is one of my main feature which I can say for ChatGPT, where it is really good, where if you have a list of like 200 keywords or more, you can ask ChatGPT to cluster them into logical groups. So I can focus that group, I can interlink content between those keywords, and I can go focus one by one. I have more organization capabilities with clustering. Clustering keywords is one of the most important technique you should be aware of when you are doing keyword research, so make sure to learn upon it. And with ChatGPT you can do that as well. Like you can say cluster below, provide a list of keywords into relevant groups, and you provide a list of keywords, and you can see it automatically makes several groups, and make sure to include those keywords into the group as well. So that is clustering. Prompt 20 extracts keyword used in this Wikipedia page on this particular topic and its URL. So this is another cool feature, but it is limited. Like it will only have data on popular pages, really popular pages, until it was created date. Like it won't have any updated information, or it won't have information on any even bigger site also. It is very specific. I used Wikipedia and it is able to gather information from it. So I assume like when the data was trained on for ChatGPT, it already had access to Wikipedia to learn about it. So it does know the URL and content within it. So when I use Wikipedia URL and mention hosting the main keyword format, it was automatically able to identify all the keywords within a Wikipedia page itself. So you can try for Wikipedia page, or you can even try your luck with some other popular really big site, and maybe it can find out this keywords from that page. And obviously with the development of ChatGPT and ChatGPT-4, you will be able to use this feature, and dynamically it will bring data from any URL. So that is prompt 20. Prompt 21, generate a list of keywords with their estimated search volume for keyword topic. Here this is not fully accurate. I wanted to mention that before anything else. Like these search volume are not accurate, but it is an estimate, or in case if you don't have access to any other SEO tools, but there are a ton of free tools as well. But let's say assume for the fact that you don't have access to any other keyword research tool, you want to use only ChatGPT for everything, you can still ask ChatGPT to estimate search volume for it. But remember, these are not accurate, and also the data they trained on will be stopped, so these data are not updated also, but it can provide search volume and keywords for if you ask it. Prompt 22, generate fake questions on topic and keyword. Like, you can provide a topic for ChatGPT and ask it to generate fake questions based on that. So you can see these make really good question type keywords, which can be becoming a subheading in one of your content, or you can include it in a fake section within your content, or long tail keywords. Any type of use case, you can use these keywords for your need. Prompt 20, can you analyze the following text and extract target keywords from this text? This is one of my cool feature. I like to use ChatGPT sometimes, where you can just paste some relevant text you copied from net. I copied some sample text on web hosting from the net, and I pasted that text and asked ChatGPT to, can you try to come up with keyword ideas from this text, and sometimes it do come up with various other long tail keyword and including extra keywords and everything. So based on this prompt, you can use this as well. Prompt 24, translate the following keywords from English to Spanish. I showed you how to generate keyword directly in a target language, but you can also generate keywords in whatever the language you want and ask ChatGPT to translate on your target language. So you can paste in some relevant English words and paste and say that I want these keywords in my target language, and it will do that for you. Prompt 25, perform sentiment analysis on below list of keyword and provide output in a table. This is one of the advanced keyword research methods, where we are not just focusing on data, but we are trying to understand our users' mindset, the searcher's mindset. Like, if this person is typing this keyword, what is the likely sentiment behind that keyword, whether it's a neutral or whether it's a positive or whether it's a negative. So we can, based on that, either go for different type of content or make adjustments to our keyword research process for focusing when we are focusing that particular keyword. Prompt 26, curate a table of top competitors for web hosting and their URLs. You provide the keyword here, where you can ask the ChatGPT to come up with top competitors for my main topic and their URL, and based on the data it has, like what the data it has been trained on, it will give you the name of the competitor, top competitors it found with URL data for it. If you ask other information also, if it has, it might provide it for you as well, like meta, description and title. Prompt 27, extract focus keyword from below list of web page URLs and return result in table. This is another cool feature, where if you have list of, like, let's say 100 or 50 or any number of URLs, and you can ask ChatGPT to be creative and come up with keyword ideas, like what these guys are focusing from their URLs itself. Like, you can see I have given list of URLs, and based on the URL itself, it tries to come up with the focus keyword for me to use. These are some creative ways for the ChatGPT keyword research. Prompt 28, suggest popular blogs, form, website related to specific keyword. Now ChatGPT, we are asking it to be trying to be like a search engine, like rather than asking it to provide keyword ideas, we are asking like where are the communities which is talking about this particular keyword, which are the big websites which is talking or creating content on this particular topic ideas, and based on the data it has, it will be suggesting some of the website for you, which you can go out directly and browse through them to find more keyword opportunities for you to use. Prompt 29, generate keywords for the topic containing words such as best, top, review, verse, alternative. These words are not limited to the words which I have provided here. You can use any words you want. Like I just wanted to show you an example. Like the reason I use these particular keywords is like in affiliate marketing, if you are creating any content, these type of keywords tend to convert really well when you are trying to reach your target audience or creating informational guides. So that's the reason I use these words specifically, but you can list any words which personally interest you or in your industry and give your target topic, and ChatGPT will generate keyword ideas based on the keywords and based on the keyword you have given. Prompt 30. Generate a list of keywords for mobile users. Like now we are going into different like even more specific. Like I'm giving ChatGPT, these are my target audience. So when you're trying to cover a specific target audience, a sub niche within a sub niche, you can ask ChatGPT to come up with specific keyword tailored for that particular target audience sector. So you can see what are the suggested keyword it was able to come up for mobile users as well. Prompt 31. My keyword is, and you give the keyword, can you please use creativity and guess various demographics with facts of searchers who search for it. Here also I am trying to make the ChatGPT as creative as possible and bring me results which you might not able to find on a regular keyword research tool. Where now ChatGPT is almost working like an assistant and trying us to explain different target audience and why might they need it and what are the facts behind those searches, which will be giving a lot of background research for us to make a solid keyword research for SEO. Prompt 32. My keyword is, and keyword, can you try to guess search intent for it? Like you can give a keyword for ChatGPT and you can ask to ask ChatGPT, can you try to guess search engine or can you come up with search intent? Now it will be giving me that particular keyword in all the search intent it is able to find, and it will try to give you a valid reason for it. Like you can, if you're not sure about something, you can ask ChatGPT to be more creative and give data on that particular reason, and based on that you can use that particular data within creating this keyword research process for your need. Prompt 33. Can you provide a list of synonyms based on the keyword? Like if you know that it's almost like alternative or related keywords, but I can specifically say that I only want synonyms for my keywords, and based on it, it will provide you a lot of synonyms for your keyword, which is really good when you are going to be targeting these words throughout your content when you are creating for the main keyword. Like for example, when you're creating a content on web hosting, it will be a lot more advantageous for you when you include all the synonyms throughout your content, where it makes sense, where it automatically dilutes your anchor text ratio and also targets various other words which is relevant to your main keyword. Prompt 34. Generate a list of related keyword. We have seen this example before as well. So based on your related keyword, we are not just asking ideas but related, it will generate keywords for that as well. Prompt 35. Generate list of outline with H2 and H3 headings for the keyword. Here when I give this particular instruction to ChatGPT, now it is able to bring up an outline with various H2, H3. Like the reason I asked ChatGPT for H2 and H3, these are one of the most important heading tags within our article we can use, especially when you are targeting SEO. So when ChatGPT comes with various H2 and H3 heading for my target keyword, ideally it will bring up some relevant or related keyword which can make itself a really good keyword for you as well. For example, I asked best web hosting, and one of the keyword it provided was top 5 best web hosting providers, which can be a really good keyword. So depending on your use case, you can ask it to write an outline and come up with several keyword ideas from that outline data also. Prompt 36. Provide historical perspective for a keyword topic. This is also good when you wish to learn about your industry. Like you are, let's say for example, you are coming in this industry as new. You don't have any idea on what this is about. To learn about this industry, I recommend you to use a prompt something similar to this, because provide a historical perspective for web hosting topic, where I can ask it and you can see automatically the ChatGPT is explaining everything for me from the starting to the current right now. So you can use this prompt to create a historical perspective for my keyword topic. Prompt 37. Suggest trending keyword ideas for my topic. Here also there is a limited information because the trending will be up to the data it is trained on. So based on the data it is trained on, it will be giving trending or recent early according to the data it was trained, it will give you keyword idea for your topic also. Prompt 38. Suggest a list of must include word when optimizing your blog post for keyword topic. So when you use this particular keyword, we are asking ChatGPT like, I have already decided this is going to be my main keyword which I am going to target. So when I write this content on this page, in order to be topically relevant or in order to make sure that I cover all the sections within the article, what are the words or what are the keywords I should be focusing on, and based on the need, the ChatGPT will provide you all these things. And also just don't copy paste these words within the content. You try to include as relevantly as possible, or when it makes sense or helps the user as possible. So that is prompt 38. Prompt 39. Please remove keywords from the following list which contain, and you give the words and show the valid. For example, you are doing keyword research through ChatGPT or any keyword research software. It came up with a lot of different keyword ideas, over 100. Let us assume, like, but you see some words within keywords occurring randomly, like you don't want any keywords which is appearing with that particular word. You can ask ChatGPT to remove those keywords for you as well. You don't need to manually do that as well. So when you give whatever the keyword you want to remove, which containing a set of words, you provide the keyword and ChatGPT will be automatically removing all those negative words and give you the keywords with the remaining valid entries only. Prompt 40. Generate count long tail related keywords for this. This is also something this is the same concept I have explained throughout other prompt, but the main thing I want you to focus is giving a count when you are doing a prompt. Like for all the prompt which I've showed you up to now, you can even include a number of count. Like when I say 500 or 150, whatever the count, I'm asking ChatGPT to go beyond its limits. Like when you ask ChatGPT to suggest some related keywords, it might come up with 25, 10, 15, 30 or something like that. But when I specifically say like I want 100, I want 200, I want 250, I'm asking ChatGPT to go beyond its limit. So it might try to come up with various other option information or even newer keywords for you. And sometimes it might also be repeating, sometimes it might contain duplicating. So try to fine tune your prompt as much as possible and try to come up with relevant different input query as well. So those are the main prompt which I want to show you for keyword research. Now quickly let me explain you pros of using ChatGPT for keyword research. Like first, it is free right now, and it can be used from any devices. So even though there is a plus plan, you don't need to be a subscriber to a plus plan to use this. You can use the free ChatGPT itself. It is more than necessary for most of people. It has a deep understanding of language, and AI is really good at understanding our language and query. This is one of the most important advantage of using ChatGPT, where we are not restricted to using a certain vocabulary or certain set of words or instructions. Here you can use your own natural language. It does not need to be perfect. Like, you see me, how many mistakes I'm making on my speaking or typing, spelling mistake, but ChatGPT, it's able to understand it. That's why it makes it more popular, and why we can use it for as a personal SEO assistant for our needs. So it has a good understanding, and is a really big benefit for us. It is very creative and provide out-of-box ideas for keyword research. This is another personal favorite for me, because there is a creative aspect for ChatGPT. It's not data, it's not just factual information. It is able to guess, it is able to estimate, it is able to give a reasoning for us, it is able to give an explanation for specific thing. So when it goes like that, it makes it like you are interacting with another person when you are doing keyword research. You might even come up with something even interesting which you have not thought of. By doing this, you might even uncover some certain hidden market or something like that. Anything can be possible when you're doing something like this. Very fast output results. This is another big advantage, because the results are instantaneous. Like, some of the keyword research tool I use, like, they provide a lot of information, but sometimes the data gathering process itself will be taking within minute or something like that. But with ChatGPT, it is usually within 5 seconds you might get all the results you want. Only sometimes when the load is really high, or when they are doing some maintenance, you might notice some load time. If you are concerned about it, you can always go with Plus membership. Otherwise, you can use the free, and it does provide fast results for you. And the final pro which I wanted to mention, ChatGPT, GPT, AI space in general is developing at rapid speed. So these methods will be keep on getting improved, not only for keyword research. It is already changing how our lives works, and it will be keep on continuing to change how all this process will be working. So when we are specifically looking for keyword research, the keyword research process will be very fully automated, mostly at least automated with the help of AI, and able to identify keywords. So those are the pros of using ChatGPT for keyword research. Now let us see the cons of using ChatGPT for keyword research. First, I also want you to notice the 2 images which I've shown at the bottom. Those are the main cons which I want to emphasize on. First, it is an AI model. Right now, at least, the features until now, as of this video is published, it is very limited when you want to work with dynamic pages, or when the future version come, this might change, but as of now it is limited to text processing and analysis based on the input provided to itself. So that is a one major con to remember. Another one, the data is relevant up to the date it was trained on, which according to the date the video is published, it is up to September 2021. So any data after 2021 September, that is not available through ChatGPT unless you are using some third-party plugin or third-party extension to bring data within ChatGPT itself. Now let me go through the cons. Result is limited to data. I have explained this. Result is not up-to-date niche specific information. I have already explained this. Search volume and other factual data may not be fully accurate since it's not real-time. Search volume and other factual data not real time. Sometimes ChatGPT can guess, estimate a pro. It is also a con. Like I explained the same thing in pro as well, like how good it is on creative aspect of it. The bad thing for that, the data cannot be factual, or it might not be accurate. So it's a pro and con as well. Does not provide advanced SEO stats such as backlink, PPC, authority, and more. Like I am saying this ChatGPT for keyword research, but you are not able to do everything within ChatGPT. Like for example, backlink analysis for keyword, or PPC analysis for keyword, authority, more data and everything. You are not able to do that within ChatGPT itself. For that needs, you might need to use an external keyword research tool, which I have covered in the channel also. Now let me give you some tips of using ChatGPT for keyword research. These are some personal observation from me. Like, what I would encourage you to do is combine prompts and create your own to suit your needs. Like, I have provided 40 different prompts, but do not just use these prompts, because these are just basic prompts to give you an idea on what are the possibilities with ChatGPT. What I would recommend you to combine these prompts. Try to come up with own different prompts, and based on it try to gather data. Every prompt might not suit you, so when you are creating your own prompt, that might suit you really good for your personal need. And drill down on the keywords and do not stop at first or second step. Like, the main reason is, like, when even this example, web hosting, like, we all know how hard that web hosting keyword is going to be, and we think when we ask web hosting and ask long tail keyword or related keyword, if we target any keyword from that particular list, it might be easy for that. But the fact of the matter is that even those keywords is going to be really difficult for you, because those are really hard competition keyword. So when you are trying to go for a low competition keyword or target a very specific keyword, always go down, find keywords and find keywords based on that, and find keywords based on that, and even try to come up with long tail keywords on the last keyword. So when you are drilling down, you are able to find really good keywords for your personal need. And combine and use ChatGPT with keyword research software. This is another advice I like to give. Like, not just use ChatGPT for keyword research, but try to use this with a combination with a keyword research software. Like, it can be free, it can be paid, depending on the software functionality, the features will be changing. I try to cover all type of keyword research software in the channel, so have a look through it, and depending on you what you like, use one of your favorite keyword research software along with ChatGPT, where each of the software limitation can complement each other to create better results for you. And not just data, but logically, and be creative. Like, just don't, when you're going for keyword research, just don't focus on data, facts, numbers, list of words. Try to be creative and try to be logical. You might find a keyword which is really no search volume, but logically it might make sense to go after it. So when you uncover something like that, go with your gut feeling, go with your educated guess, and go after those keywords as well. And aim for not perfection, but progress. Personal code, favorite code for me. Like, this is not going to be working directly as for you. Like, you want to keep on practicing, you want to keep on getting better, and like, with the time, with the skills you develop, you will be eventually getting better in this particular process. That overall, that is everything. Thank you so much for watching all this, like this prompts, and I really think that this might be able to be helping you for with your keyword research process. Like, if you have any other doubt, feel free to reach out to me, and I will be keep on creating more AI and SEO related videos for you as well. So if you are interested in any of those content, please do subscribe to the channel and leave and drop a comment. And also, if you have any suggestions or advice, please drop it in the comment, and I will be covering those as well. Once again, thank you so much, and I wish you have a great day. Cheers.